So if you guys didn't know, at the recording of this, Black Ops 6 is set to come out in roughly 9 hours. Roughly. But if you've been living under a rock, there was some big news that came out about Black Ops 6 and a pay to win potential function that they might have when it comes to audio. Now, we all know that audio, when it comes to Call of Duty, is broken. Sometimes you'll hear footsteps, sometimes you won't hear footsteps. It's crazy how that works, you know. Anyways, we're going to talk about it. I tried to read through the blog post for Call of Duty Black Ops 6 talking about this, and there was no real, shall we say, information when it comes to it due to the fact that they're really trying to sell this package for upgraded audio. So let's get into these articles. We got an article from GameSpot and Game Rants that we're just going to go over, and they cover and touch different parts of what's going on when it comes to purchasing this upgraded audio. So let's get into it. Black Ops 6 has an option to pay for better audio. For $20, you can unlock personalized audio profiles to use with Call of Duty Black Ops 6. In the week of its release, it's been revealed that Call of Duty Black Ops 6 has an option to pay $20 for personalized spatial audio. The third-party audio tool is built into Black Ops 6 settings menu and will come with Warzone Season 1. The company that offers this new audio for Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is Embodies Immersive Spatial Audio. Supposedly, they've been around for a little while, and they have been around and been in a couple games. And as of right now, they have it in Final Fantasy 14, and they're also we're added into Cyberpunk 2077 when it comes to spatial audio recognition in where you're playing, right? Embody isn't the only third-party company out there offering personalized spatial audio for gamers. It's rare to see the option built into the game menu. Unlike other third-party services, Embody's spatial audio is developed in tandem with the game's developer, which is really good because they're actually getting down to the nitty-gritty when it comes to a game and allows you to utilize the game audio that's built in to like really amplify it and make it better. However, this means you have to pay for the Spatial Immersion Game Pack for every game you want to use it with. So the $20 fee that you're going to pay for Call of Duty is only going to be for Call of Duty. It's not going to be for Call of Duty, Final Fantasy 14, and Cyberpunk 2077. While Embody's game packs aren't overly expensive for 5-year periods, the jury is out on whether they're worth paying for all of that. I mean, it depends on how much you play the game, ultimately. On top of that, the next question I have is, like, are they going to carry it over for all of the Call of Duties? I know it says that you have to pay it for each game, right? But for next year's Call of Duty, are you going to have to pay another $20 basically licensing fee for 5 years? Or is that licensing fee for $20 going to carry over because you bought it with Black Ops 6, right? Call of Duty Black Ops 6 arrives on October 25th with preloading available now. If you do want to check out Embody's personalized audio options, it's compatible with the PC, Xbox Series XS, and PlayStation 5 editions of the game. That was the other thing they were talking about, is the fact that this is the first time that their audio technology is offered on consoles. All right, so we're going to jump over to Game Rants. And Game Rants actually does a really good job at covering this as well, because they do explain where these leaks came from about the pay to win, I guess you can say, audio for games. And a lot of these leaks actually came from Reddit. And contrary to the rumors, Black Ops 6 will add new immersive audio for free, which they do. They do. But they explain down here, to cut through the jargon, because we're not going to go through all the jargon, the game is adding HRTF, head-related transfer functions, spatial audio, the latest spatial audio technology available. Activision has licensed the technology with the audio company Embodied. Embodied's own website has a dedicated page for Call of Duty Black Ops 6. They explain that all players will get to play with the universal profile for their technology and the enhanced headphone mode. So you do get a free version of this, but you don't really get the option to, how I say it, customize the audio how you want it. If you want to personalize your profile, they also offer a paid tier. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 personalized audio profile is priced at $19.99. It is offered spatially separately across each platform. So it sounds like if you have an Xbox, you have a PlayStation 5, you're playing on the PC, and you're playing on these different platforms, you're going to have to pay $19.99 for each and every single different platform, which takes me back to the original question I proposed earlier in this video, which is, are we going to have to pay $19.99 for every year's iteration of Call of Duty, or are they going to continue to carry that license over? I mean, I wouldn't mind if, let's say I play Call of Duty Black Ops 6 this year, I end up buying the license, and then I turn around and I forfeit the license for 6 and then go on to, Call of Duty 2025, and it allows me to carry it on over there. The only thing that kind of, doesn't sit well with me is the fact that they are saying, according to this, like I said, they don't say this in the blog post, that you have to buy it separately across each platform. I think it should be tied to the individual profiles that the individual has and allows them to do it whether they're on their PC, whether they're on their Xbox, whether they're on their PlayStation. Because you would be surprised at how many people play across different platforms and don't just play on one. And Body offers the same products on Cyberpunk 2077 and Final Fantasy 14, both on PC only. Like I said, first time they're offering it on consoles, such as the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. It seems this is the first time Body's offering it on the scale, including consoles. So this is potentially pay to win. And this is where Game Rant, I do have to I kind of agree with you. It can certainly come up in a debate, but it isn't clear cut as the original rumors made it to be. One could argue that buying a high-end video game controller like a Scuf Reflex FPS or a high-end headset like the Maxwell Wireless could give some Call of Duty Black Ops 6 players an advantage over others, which is completely true. Even though nowadays, for the most part, when you have back bumpers on most controllers, it's basically standardized now. So I remember 3-4 years ago, you didn't really, unless you bought a Scuf, you didn't really have the back buttons. Nowadays, everybody's got back buttons on their controllers, such as, here's my old Xbox controller. I got, my bumpers on the back. It's just one of those things. But if newcomers who bought all of these premium real life in-game enhancements went up against an esports player, they're still going to lose 100%, because that's the thing. If you're a newcomer, you don't have game sense. So that's one thing that a lot of people lack when they go into a game is game sense. And it takes time. You can teach it, but there's also a lot of instincts that you can't teach when you're playing against esport players. Since there is a baseline HTRF audio setting available to everyone, the playing field is close enough that most players can compensate and improve their odds without paying up for it. While it's clear we know who the source of this rumor is, we don't think Extra Ones was being malicious. And earlier in this article, they were talking about Extra Ones posting this on Reddit, and it was translated. He doesn't speak English. So there was a lot of stuff that potentially got lost in translation. It's likely that something got lost between translating his message and Extra Ones having a sudden emotional reaction when they saw some data that they forgot to verify the information first. It happens all the time. There's a lot of people out there that will post stuff just to be the first one to put it out. And trust me, it doesn't just happen when it comes to Reddit posts that come, gaming news, NBC, Fox News, MSNBC, it doesn't matter. Everybody wants to be the first one to put this stuff out there, and there could be information that is lost in translation that isn't completely verified that, could end up being wrong, or it could end up being, on the money. It depends. We have seen extra ones share accurate rumors before, so it's easy to see how they have gotten this one wrong. We know they saw some real information, but either they misread it or they didn't notice that this information was already available to publicly verify. This should be a lesson to you and our readers, and it's one we will try to take to heart as well. Even when we decide to run some rumors that are worth reporting on, we shouldn't take them as confirmed information until it's officially confirmed information. Let's go full screen. This is the thing, though. It would not surprise me if there is a pay-to-win function that Microsoft, since they just bought Activision Blizzard, wants to put out there and be like, you know what? We can make money off of charging people for audio. Not just that, the guy that was in charge of Unity, who was the former CEO of EA, was wanting to charge people per bullet when it came to Battlefield. So hearing stuff like a game company wanting to charge people for audio does not surprise me in the least. And I feel like that's why this article caught so much traction and really like pushed it to the forefront yesterday. And a lot of people were not surprised. But it's just one of those things. I guess everybody gets the basic audio profile for this and the upgraded spatial audio recognition. But you can pay for the premium that supposedly takes in your ear form and takes in your head, like all kinds of stuff, and allows it to really potentially give you a significant advantage when it comes to audio in game, especially when it comes to Call of Duty, because I don't think Call of Duty has the visual audio cues kind of like Fortnite has. Anyways, you guys, don't forget to mash that like button, comment down below, and subscribe. How do you feel about this? Because like I said, it doesn't surprise me that people got all up in arms about this due to the fact that gaming companies, as of the last couple of years, have been getting really greedy and wanting more and more money. It is what it is. Y'all take it easy. Have a great and wonderful day, and I'll catch you later.